That's me, meta. You ever have a friend that no matter how bad you feel, you know, besides like a death or a severe breakup, like no matter how bad you feel, eventually it just wears you down, and they're just like their calm demeanor, mood, and the silliness, you guys trolling around, it's like you can't help but to crack a smile, then laughing. Well, this is a practice of escapism, because I am going to try, well, you can brute force your brain, physically, make yourself laugh, expose yourself to things when you feel like shit, depressed, upset, sad, unhappy, whatever it is, and force the chemicals to come. Try to take some breaths and do a little meditation, whether it's just sitting by yourself, going for a walk, just try to clear your mind, listen to a song even, occupy yourself, get your mind off of all those problems. Because they'll be there. They're still going to be there in 5 minutes. They're still going to be there in 10 minutes, 20 minutes. If it's fucking whatever it is, try to do this. So I put on Weaver Beats. I can't watch Weaver without, I mean, even if I try, you know, it's LOLS, it's LOLS all day, LOLS.
Behind the vocals for some of it, and then all of a sudden you're just slapped in the face with this synth that is like way too loud, and it just completely overpowers the vocals. It's
this glorified penis music, yeah.
Insane.
Yeah. I've heard some of this stuff before.
That was the first thing I laughed at. It took a minute and a half, and I'm like, okay. So, I don't understand. I don't get it. I thought Weaver was censoring the audio here. He doesn't even know what's going on. I don't fucking know what's going on. Does any viewer know what the fuck is going on? Any of his viewers, has he figured it out? This has to be solved at this point. This is like a green text mystery. This like needs a deep dive. This needs like an Exerba 1 video, you know, or like who else is one of those? It needs I don't know, man. We need like a Moist Critical Charlie. Yeah, you know. So we're gonna get into this, and we're gonna really you know, get in the meat and potatoes of this whole thing. Yeah, baby, let's go, let's do it.
The beat is so minimalist too.
Yeah.
It's like less is more sometimes.
I always thought this was just people not knowing how to mix.
Exactly. I mean, what is happening? I have done this thing for a long time where I purposefully break the rules of mixing to see and hear the interesting effect of it. And it's also kind of a style of just let the 808 push the energy and to a point where it's going to overwhelm it. Don't give it room. Have it clashing in battle where it's just overwhelming, and it brings that feeling of a live show, because those bass cabinets are just and I'm gonna sometimes completely drowning out the lyric. So you back it off, maybe back off the bass a little bit. Like I was 10 years old driving around and people want to turn up a song with a lot of bass and 808 and it's all distorted, and then you can't, it's not loud. You're losing loudness. So I would turn down the bass and all the way and turn it up to where it's not piercing your ears with the mids, then adjust the highs so it just peaks over it a little bit. So the mid is still crispy and clear. Then you bring the bass up just so where it's right about distorting, and either leave it there or back it off a little bit. Now you got a deep bass, and the mids, the vocals, the mid highs and the mid lows are all, you know, not clashing and good, and it has a high end. But I don't know what these guys are doing. I don't know what this is. This is what I said. I mean, I commented on the public page, so it's not like I can hide. I'm gonna hide this. It's not like I'd want to hide it. That's what I said. I'm a comedian. Leave me alone. Fuck off. but kind of, it's not really. I mean, it's like, oh, sweetheart, you precious thing, bless your little cotton socks. I was just fucking with you, like. But do you really think this is good, or is it good? Am I roasted? Is this girl roasting me? I'm roasted. Is this good music? What's happening? Is this a banging mix? This is a Grammy award-winning mix. It deserves the Pulitzer Prize, even though it's not a book. Dick, what just happened? I literally also a girl. I don't know.
Not knowing how to mix.
I've been mixing for like 20 years. What's happening right now?
Love this. Like, I love it so much. At first, I was genuinely like...
It is very fucking weird and strange. I think she loves it because it's so different, because everything else is mixed properly to a degree, and this is so out there in left field. Unless they're like creative geniuses. Maybe they're right. The Brazilians have hacked the universe of music, like just the universe itself. Quantum fucking bits of music that are perfect in every way, and we should have been doing this all along. We've been wasting our time, and all music will evolve to this sound and style eventually, with weird washed out reverbs and syncopated effects coming in and out where it doesn't make sense but kind of makes a rhythm if you're really paying attention and you don't really know what's going on. But I guess you like it. Do I like this? When I'm listening to this music, I get the sense of like, am I enjoying this? Bro, are we having a good time? I don't fucking know, dude. It's freaking me out, though. Should we leave? I don't know. If we leave, what if we're having a blast and we leave and it's... Yeah, but what if we're having a terrible time right now and we stay? Dude, I don't know.
Dude, why is it so loud?
Dude, because it's like plus 10 dB, and it's clipping, and the other stuff is pushed way down in the dynamic range, and it's like there's nothing else in between. So it's piercing noise like me going. Ah! It's pretty loud, but if I did that with an 808 bass with a ton of energy, it wouldn't be that loud. It would be half as loud. It would be diminished because audio diminishes exponentially. That's pretty much why.
I've not been able to stop thinking about this genre of music. And Brazil...
Dude, then you'll love my tracks, dude. I'm telling you right now, if you love this weird shit, mine isn't, I don't know. Listen, because people are like, what the fuck? Did you mix it this way on purpose? Yes. What are you doing? What do you think of it, though? How does it feel? You ever watch Kush Lounge After Hours? Quit thinking about what does it sound like or what is it? What does it feel like? What are you sensing? What are you experiencing when that audio is in your ears?
Funk, from what I understand, there's like a bunch of different subgenres within Brazil funk, but this specific sound of it is just like my favorite.
You can't convince me this is like not just somebody not knowing how to mix.
You can't convince me that like this is not
thing I've heard all year. It's literally insane. And they just jump scare you with this.
I gotta hear this audio now. I gotta hear the whole audio in my ears. Flat EQ. I got some pretty flat earbuds. They're pretty good. Good response, good dynamic range, frequency response, pretty good. And everything else, I gotta know because if they're doing some 12-dimensional audio shit, and we're over here in the third or fourth dimension, like, man, you should come to the fifth dimension. But these guys are already hanging out with Metatron, and we're down with the the base level entities, I'm roasted.
Synth that is just, it's nightmare fuel. Like, it's genuinely, like, what? How are they making these sounds? Like, I just can't believe.
With sine waves, they're making these sounds with synthesized audio. Copy.
Like, who came up with that, you know? It's amazing. And this one
Fucking human beings came up with synthesis, babe. In the 1800s.
is one of my favorites, for sure.
Okay, it's like they're making a movie. It's like they're doing the audio for the sake of the visual. How you'll lead into an impactful or dramatic scene where there's like an explosion of action or light, something leading up to a climax in the film. You'll have something like this as a build-up, visual and an audible stimulation connected leading up to like the whole explosion of the action scene and the sequence. This is like a method they'll do where it's like and it'll be like reverse reverb stuff in the background washed out coming forward, but they leave their vocal in the background. Maybe they are manipulating some kind of advanced technique and turning it into a style. I gotta hear the audio. I have to know now. This is like a mystery I must figure out and solve. Like, see what they did? What I just said, they washed it out and it was in the background. And see how they just go, but now what are they doing with the audio?
And like this guy,
It's still, they keep it that way. It's almost like they didn't know how to use the sequencer and the effects automations. And it just happened to accidentally be on that, and they just don't know any better. And they're just going with it. Like when a DJ is like, it's like, psst, 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 and everyone's like, oh God. But he doesn't understand that this sounds like weird as fuck. But he's just vibing on it, and you're like, bruh, wait a minute, turn this like 8 decibels down. Turn the highs like 12 decibels down. Now turn your bass up a little. Now turn your level so this thing doesn't constantly red. Also, remove that whole record. Put this record on. Now watch what happens. Oh shit, people are dancing.
and like this guy just could not be more thrilled. Him too. Like everyone in this video is just.
No, not.
Well, yeah, of course they're filming their music video. They're gonna look enthusiastic. You have to. You're acting like.
Not the lady, actually. Lady is not thrilled at all, dude. Are you serious? Are you serious right now?
So happy. Like he is just so excited. Look.
They don't really look that happy, dude.
The mixing of these songs is like nothing I've ever heard in any other song.
Right, because most songs mix their songs, like I said, properly, at least a little.
My life. And it's on purpose. Like this is clearly just a staple of the genre. Just vocals, nothing under it, and then hard.
Yeah, that's, well, I don't know. Maybe it is its own thing, its own style. Maybe a whole bunch of people don't know how to mix. That's what happened. You know, there's this whole genre of car racing. It's real unique style. It's called crashing into the wall. So a whole bunch of people that practice this very special craft.
Cut to insanely loud synth.
Insanely loud explosions. It just cuts to a right turn and an explosion. It's like in your face, body parts.
That like has this nightmarish melody.
Exactly.
And it just like overpowers the vocals. It's like they're still talking, but now this is playing.
See, like what she's saying though, that is that is the rules I set for breaking the rules of the intermixing of parts, call and response. Why? The rules are, well, you don't want things to clash. Well, what if my parts that are introduced are their own entity and they're fighting and one is taking control and one doesn't have much experience at being a MIDI clip and it's learning and it's growing in real time? Then it becomes better and bigger and it takes over the other one. Or they fight and dance together, and that was the whole point, like techno, mixing two things together where the audio waves are creating a new pattern or a new sound that didn't exist a moment ago. Or a pattern that just drives into you, that you get into a groove, then you add another part to or take a piece out. And it completely switches up, but continues in a forward momentum. I don't know what's happening with this mix, though. I gotta check it out.
Right. And at first
Weird.
I'm like, what the hell is this? Then immediately I'm kind of sold. I'm like, okay, well, like in an ironic way, you know, I'm like, I can listen to this like and laugh and have a good time. But now I genuinely, like unironically, I listen to this sometimes in the car. Like I by myself. This is what I listen to. This is kind of my default music sometimes.
It works like that, though, because I used to listen to Young Lean ironically, and then at some point it just became unironic, and
Yeah, it's like real good music, and you realize it, and you're like, huh. Same thing with X, you know, rest in peace. Broken heart, forever. XXX, Tentacion, you know. His oversaturated fucking tones and sounds and just piercing and simplistic fucking, or even non-existent percussion, cymbal, hi-hats and stuff, and just a driving, fucking distorted, overwhelming bass, 808, just turn the fuck up, and then crank the vocals so it pierces through the fucking mix on top. And you're just in an ocean of fucking madness, but it all makes sense, it works. That's the thing, and that's what accelerates him. That's what makes him so unique. He doesn't even fucking, he said himself, I don't even understand what the fuck clipping means. I don't know. I thought that shit was always supposed to be red, dog. I thought red meant better, louder. Bruh, and he makes banging ass music that sounds fucking amazing. Yeah, over distorted, mixing mistakes. That's the style. Even not done intentionally. So when you could play around with that intentionally, yeah, it could be fun. But then how do you, it's like a, is this parody or not type thing? Is this supposed to be real? Did they really do it? It's like 100 gecs. We know that they're two real people. Part of it is a parody.
actually listen to Young Lean now. It's supposed to be loud, obnoxious, and has to get your booty shaking. Tom's tank engine on a bad day. Hope she's not an Uber driver. That'd be funny. Imagine you play this as an Uber driver. That'd be amazing. This is music that literally scares the hoes. This is the definition of scaring the hoes.
Love it.
How I miss Halipa's sluts. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah.
I love it so much. It's amazing. And the lyrics on these songs, it's like you get a variety of different stuff. People get really creative with the stuff they're saying. It's the sound of my staff casting spells on your hole. Casting spells on your hole. Then we get a song like this.
Ready to get seriously high legally with mood? Now you can, and it can get delivered straight to your door.
Oh, God.
Yeah, what does that mean? I can't think of what that means.
You're probably like, what are they saying? Well, I mean, this isn't probably exactly what they're saying, obviously, but it's something along the lines of no need to be scared that I'm a wizard. They go crazy when they hear the melody. They want to pick up the staff and feel the...
Okay, so it's about wizardry and fucking. Wizardry and fucking. Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
Wizards breathe.
The sound of my staff. Alright, I'm starting to get what they mean by staff, I think. Find a path of boredom? Is that what it says?
Making magic in your hole.
Magic in your hole.
Like, this isn't your run-of-the-mill song about love. This isn't your run-of-the-mill song about...
Fucking, you're putting magic, making your hole... No, making magic in there, in your hole.
Really about anything.
No, it's not about anything. You're right. It's not about... No.
Different. So I didn't find this until
totally.
after I was recording this video, but apparently there is like a massive discourse on TikTok of people talking about like you guys are dancing to these songs and they're nasty. They're just disgusting. You have no idea what they're saying. Like,
That's not nasty, disgusting. Sup, girl? I just want to, do some magic in your hole. Is that cool?
Well, I mean, it said stick my staff in your hole or something. I mean, that's pretty,
Wholesome.
It's pretty nasty.
Pretty
if
wholesome.
only you knew the lyrics in English. Like, they're disgusting. I looked
Super Christian. I'm pretty sure this is like a Christian server.
it up and I'm just like, okay, like, this isn't anything crazy. It's like, yeah, it's definitely.
Well, I mean, I feel like we've said everything. Like, everything's been said lyrically already.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could say too much. It's like, okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. Unless you're just like throwing in slurs at this point. I don't think you can say too much. That's crazy.
It's definitely R-rated. It's definitely graphic.
Yeah.
But it's
think?
no different than like a cupcake song, really.
Sorry, I thought it'd be funny.
I just think it's interesting. I totally didn't realize like people were like, these are disgusting lyrics. We're doing the same in America. We really are. Same crap.
There's nothing disgusting about sex. It's natural.
This
Yeah,
is
natural.
Dev Limes.
Oh. He wants to
Right.
put
Nothing is disgusting about sex, but it's viewed as taboo by society, and to people who are getting unsolicited like things to them or hearing about it, it could be disgusting. Yes. Many women, yes. Men being sexual toward them is disgusting to them. Other people being around other people's sexuality, disgusting. It's like, you see some dog shit on the ground, that's disgusting. I don't want to be around that. Yeah, it's natural, yeah, but it's disgusting. Sex could be pretty gross if you don't take a shower with your dirty ass.
magic wand in the hole. He wants to make the magic. He puts his wand in a magic hole.
Yeah,
Her P word's on fire and his D word's the extinguisher.
I mean, that's no different than my pussy, this and that, fuck my ass. I mean, what do you think? Oh, it's like, they're not literally saying those words. That's not dirty then, okay?
Like, okay, that's like 5 out of the top 10 songs right now in the U.S.
Again, that's a straw man argument. Sorry, that's a straw man. Because those are things doesn't mean this isn't a thing.
It's fine.
How would you even extinct? You don't stick a.
Yeah, that is Nick.
The existence of one thing does not negate the existence or justification of the other said thing just because those things exist.
Nick is not green. I don't really like Nick is not green. He's kind of like a SJW type. I don't know. I only like her videos because they're about like music
Like you were speeding. Well, 5 other cars are speeding. You are still speeding.
stuff. Don't really like Nick though.
It's just amazing because you think this is like a niche thing, right? Like you stumble upon a tweet like that and you're like, wow, this must be
Kinda
niche,
is.
right?
There's a big funk MC called MC Bin Laden. You should react to him. He sounds like a good guy.
This isn't your average top 40 song. But then you go on Spotify and these people are just like massively famous. Like this song has 40
What do you mean by these people?
million streams.
Massively famous. This is the problem, dude, with people now on the internet. Massively famous because it has 40 million streams. Really? Really? Nobody knows who these people are, dude. They're not massively famous.
This one's also so sick. I feel like this is kind of like
If I got 40 million streams, just me, go and I do it within like 6 months right now. And then, but still, nobody knows who the fuck I am except a bunch of people who listen to this thing. And, oh, it's one of those guys. Oh, so a 0.000000001% of a 0.0000001% of a 0.1% of tiny fraction piece of the music industry. It's like, fucking, you know how many rabbit holes there are? Dude, these people are not famous.
his his shape of you, you know? This is very much more like an extreme of the genre.
I'm not
This
trying to
one
be a
seems
hater.
Like a little bit more radio ready,
No,
a little
I'm
bit more
not.
palatable. And it's like awesome. It's so sick. The flow is
Okay, we get it. It's awesome.
It's
crazy.
awesome.
And the instrumental
We
on
get
this
it.
one is
Yeah.
a little bit more fleshed out. It
I'm
doesn't
just
feel
gonna-
like
I'm gonna suck up to Weaver. I'm gonna say everything he says in hopes to be like, you know, on his good side. So he sees me in his good graces. I'm just gonna agree with him, like, you know, kiss up to him, and like, you know, because he has a big channel and I don't.
the extreme of just a cappella vocals
No.
and then being slapped in the face with the vocals being
DJ Karen.
pushed
Yep,
right to
DJ
the back
Karen,
and being
exactly,
overpowered
Weaver.
by this
See?
insane synth.
He knows
People
exactly.
that don't like holes, that's funny.
And you know what?
That
Oh,
is funny.
If you like holes, you're gonna hate this music.
I agree, Weaver. That was, yep. Everything he says is hilarious. I
I
love it.
discovered while I was looking into this. Do you guys
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking around. But
remember this guy, Tiogs? He made the like
no, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Who is this?
Muffin in the Freezer song.
Can I name 50,000 like just random people off? I don't know. Dub Rebellion. You will not know a single one. Let me just name 50,000 vaporwave artists. You'll be like, oh no, I don't know. Just go through the lists. There's like 500,000 fucking tracks uploaded per minute worldwide. It's like 1 million per second. Tell me you know every person.
But then he also made Muffins in the Freezer. Like song after
Dude, the way she laughed there, that was pretty funny. Wait, I want to go back and hear that again.
Muffins in the Freezer. Like song after song after song, this guy would just vomit out these songs. And then immediately it's like 1.5 million videos.
What? What are you talking about? 1.5 million videos? What, it's a robot? It's a bot? It's automated account? AI or what?
Holy
So-
It's NPCs. AI took over, dude. They already took over, look.
What he would literally take these audios that were trending on TikTok and then just like make some remix out of them and people
Yeah, that's like automated fucking... creating like 30 videos at once and uploading them consistently or something. How do you do that? 1.5 million divided by 10 years. What are you talking about? Tens of thousands of videos per day for 10 years? TikTok didn't even exist. What is going on here, dude?
got so fed up with him. They were like, stop doing it, stop doing it. Like, people hated this guy
This
so
is penis music.
much.
I don't know. I'm not really that tuned into TikTok.
And now it's fascinating because you look at what he's doing now. I didn't
Yeah, because Weaver's not a fucking zombie. He's just a massive hater.
know he was still making music.
This girl's videos will be fun to sample. True. There's definitely a lot there.
Turns out he's making Brazil funk. It's awesome.
I think I've got my fix on this video here.
No, okay, they don't know how to mix. They just like turn that shit all as loud as the signal will go, and then just in the microphone. Record. Looks good to me. Sounds good to me. DAW? What's that? Levels? I don't know what you mean. I just press this button and then I upload it. And people are like, yes, 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 swipe, swipe. I don't know what mixing is supposed to sound like. I love this.
Are moving onward.
Moving onward. Onward and upward, Beaver Wheats channel. Oh yeah.